Back to boat improvement. Let's go back to John Trotter as we continue installing our Mermaid Marine Air.
Now that our water in and water outlines are hooked up, we're going to go ahead and move off to the power side of the air conditioning system. What this box is back here, this is the electrical box of the air conditioning system. What Mermaid's opted to do in the past few years is have a remote mount box. That way, if there's a tight restricted space where your air conditioner is going to be, it comes with approximately a 3.5–4 foot cord to go ahead and remote mount the air conditioning's electrical box. Again, being that we've got some space down here, we've opted to go ahead and mount it just right near the air conditioning system for ease of installation. What we're going to go ahead and do now is hook up our power connections and our thermostat connections. The thermostat wire we'll show how to run here in a few moments. The power lines are already here, so we're going to go ahead and hook those up at this time. First thing we're going to do is get in a position where we want to mount the electrical box. Always double check yourself. Make sure that there's no water nearby that can create any issues with the air conditioning's electrical box. Make sure you've got plenty of slack in your wiring, and figure out the best application for your electrical box. This electrical box can be mounted in any altitude, upside down, sideways, whatever your application happens to allow. For this particular instance, we're going to go ahead and mount this in a reverse situation here. That way our wiring lines are right nearby the terminal connectors they're going to be used for. We're going to go ahead and do that now. We'll first start with our pump wire. As you can see, it's a standard 3-set wire. Your ground, your neutral, and your hot wires. Since I went ahead and cut those, we're going to have to go ahead and splice those back. Always ensure that your installation remains very clean on your wires. Now, in most cases, you'll have a different gauge wire coming from your pump as you will for your power. Being that this installation already had wire run to this spot, we're going to go ahead and just use the existing system. Normally what's used is a 12-3 power cable to handle the 110 volts coming to your marine air conditioning system, and a 16-3 pump power extension if need be. Both of these will run with 16-3 cable. We're going to go ahead and just keep those at for the time being. The tooling required is quite simple. The outside of the electrical control box is no more than a slotted screwdriver. It's already been labeled pump and power. We're simply just going to go ahead and back out those screws a little bit. We're going to back out the white and the black, which is the neutral and the hot wire. We're going to go ahead and install a ground wire. Mr. Ring Journal, make sure that we're good and tight there, all good connections. Make sure you get a good crimp down on that. Always double check your connectors, make sure they're good and tight. You don't want to strip off enough wire that exposes any more of the neutral or the black wire when you're inserting them down inside the back behind your terminal blocks here. We're going to double check that we've done that okay. Perfect. Notice that there's no exposed wire after I inserted that down there. As a safety precaution, make sure that the insulation is the only thing you see. We're simply tightening down the neutral wire here. Again, just simply follow the color-coded procedures, the white and the black.
For more fun on the water, we offer PWC